my God, I'm a good speaker when I read a newspaper. So I appreciate myself anytime, like whenever I just read any kind of newspaper. So what do you think? Like, accept me. How I have to
Yeah,
manage. Yes. So these are the things. So I'm,
really.
yeah. And Chandan, I must tell you about you that you are actually doing very well and keep doing this. And I must tell you, you are very good speaker and you improved a lot. The earlier, when I saw your video, it was earlier video. And now when I'm just talking to you, it's very different. So I can see the new Chandan here. So improving ourselves.
Yes, ma'am. I'm good. And I would like to know about you as well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Nowadays, I have, a lot of I have to do a lot of work that, as you know, that how much I'm occupied right now. So somehow I just get this time, Saturday and Sunday. I'm just free right now. But after this session, I have to go somewhere. And after coming from outside, I have to have one another session. So these are the things going on. And
Yeah,
what
that's
about
so
you?
sweet. Yeah, about me, yeah, every day I attend one session with the learner. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's a requirement part you can consider if you run any channel. So it's a requirement, right? So I have
Yes.
to, yeah, whether I want or not, it doesn't matter. I have to interact with at least the one people in a day.
Yes. So you have to be active all the time if you have a channel, because running a channel, it's not a very easy task. It's a very arduous job, I'm telling you. So it's like every time you have to be active and you have to share something, whatever you have right now, the knowledge and everything. So yes,
Yeah.
being a YouTuber, I can relate with this like that. Okay. So would you like to ask something?
Yeah, ma'am, of course. So I would like
Okay.
to know about your strategy, your secret, which you had been applying for, I think, for a long time, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
By
Yes.
yourself, yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to tell you, and it's known by all, everybody knows about that. Practice always makes a man perfect, as we know that. So what I did only this. Because without practice in any kind of work, it's simply impossible to get achievement or something like that, whatever you want. So
Hmm.
practice always makes a man perfect and active. I'm telling you. If you don't
Yeah.
do practice, it means you are not what we can say, you are not what word I am not getting right now. Okay, let it be. So you are not doing, you are not justifying your job. Okay, you are not going to justify your job, and you are not uh, right now you I don't know what should I speak about that. Okay, let it be. But yes, you have to be consistent all the time. If you have to do something in your life, you should be like that. Okay, so first of
Yeah.
all, you have to do this kind of things. And I think that if you have confident about that, yes, I'm a good speaker, it's I can say this is the key to success, I'm telling you. Because
Yeah.
confidence always makes you stronger and stronger every time. So this is the things what I do. And let me know about you. What have you been doing for this?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, gladly, I would like to say some kinds of strategy of mine. Actually, by attending sessions with the learner, I often, try to stealing the idea further and
Okay.
passing, to my
Oh,
channel around the people. So yeah, they can utilize their time and improve their skill by sitting at home without spending a money. Okay,
yeah.
because yeah, because we know now every people have their own ideas, right? And
Yes.
I think so many of them have been studied, right, by
Yes.
self by generating a very unique strategy ideas,
Yes.
right, related to this field. So it's a very beneficial for us, right, to just stealing
Yes.
and deliver to the other. So yeah, these are things I used to do a lot.
And I must tell you one thing, whatever you have been doing now, it's very fantastic job, because talking to others, that means you're exploring yourself and you're exploring the people, what they they want and what beginner wants to see like in your videos. Like, so you are exploring a lot of things in a once time. So it's a very good thing, you know. And I just want to do this kind of things, like talking to a people. It's feel like, yeah, wow, you had a wonderful conversation with anyone, whatever you had a conversation with. So I feel that, yeah, it's a very good thing and a very good way to talk and to enhance your language. It's a very
Yeah,
good way. And
yeah,
that time you get to know that where I'm getting, where I'm getting stuck, why I'm not able to speak, and why the person in front of me can do and I'm not. So you're just getting this kind of things. So I think exploring others, it's a very good job. And what you have been doing, I'm seriously,
yeah.
I have seen one or two of your videos, and I got
Mm.
that. Okay, you have been doing a very good, fantastic job. So
Thank you, ma'am. Mm.
and but I
Thank you
don't
so
get
much.
time as I have to teach my students, so my time is like occupied. So somehow I just get time for my kids. So how could I do this kind of things every day? It's not possible for me. But some Saturday, Sunday, I just do this kind of things. Whatever I just want, I just want to
Yeah,
upload my videos. I just make that. So
yeah,
now
of
let
course,
me
ma'am.
about your schedule. What do you do every day?
Yeah, actually, I wake up in the morning time. I finish all the usual works as we have a consider and we as a part of our life. And after finishing to the 9 p.m., I attend the classes. You can consider I'm working under the school, so I have been busy under the 9 to 2 p.m. right into
Oh,
the schools. After crossing 2 p.m., I got get times, right, I think 2 even 3 hour for myself. So
okay.
at that time I often prefer myself to connecting with the learner and having
Yeah.
interaction with them. And after reaching at 5 p.m., I take a class of my student at home tuitions and etc. And after reaching at 7, I come back to my home and do all these remaining work related of my platforms you can consider by editing and cutting, pasting, etc. So that
Okay.
kinds of schedules of mine. Yeah,
So you have been occupied, like I think for a long time by doing this kind of things. And you know what? I'm just going to tell you one truth, that if you are occupied, if you are busy every time in your work, it is very good, say, symptoms I can say, like, because
yeah,
it's going to enhance the way you are just the way you are just talking. Every time English should run in your mind. I'm telling you, if you are very busy in your work, that means you are very consistent about your work. So you should be like that. And every time, it's my hobby that every time English is running in my mind. If I see any word, if I watch something, it's started running in my mind. So I feel, yeah, it's a very good thing. That time earlier I used to think in Hindi, but nowadays I used to think in English. So there is nothing way, there's no any kind of things which I can't translate in English. I feel like that. So I'm very happy having this kind of, like ability in me. So I am really very happy. And just
yeah,
because this happened, just because of one of the my tutor, I can say, Chandan Singh, sir, an English trainer. So he used to be my mentor. Now, right now, he is my mentor, I can tell you. And I still am a student of Chandan sir. And but yes, I used to be a student of Chandan sir. So that time I have learned a lot of things. And I was earlier, I used to speak very wrong English, but after getting him, I started getting the proper one, and I started speaking like that. And sir said, "Yes, you are doing very well." So sir has given me, like support that yes, you are doing very well. Then I got to know that yes, I have something. I have to start something, because if I have this kind of knowledge, I should share this. Then I started my online classes, and it's only for the spoken classes. So
yeah,
these are things going on, like it has been going for a long time. It's 1.5 year it has been going. So these are
yeah,
the
ma'am.
things I'm doing.
Yeah,
And
you are
being a
doing well.
homemaker, no, Chandan, being a homemaker, it's actually very arduous things. I'm telling you how I have to manage my time. It's nobody know about yours. And Chandan, I want to ask you something. When you teach someone, so do you feel that yes, I am something doing very good thing, because people need this kind of things, this language. It's very necessary nowadays. We know that every field needs this language. You must agree with me. Am I right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it's very demanding, I'm telling you. Not only
Yeah.
for the job, but also you, if you have to get a job, if you have to be very good communicator, if you have to spread your thinking in English, everywhere it's needed. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah. You are right,
So
ma'am.
let me know about your perceptions about this. When you teach someone, what do you feel that time?
Yeah, actually, ma'am, whenever I teach to any student, so I feel very nice, very happy you can consider.
Yes.
I started visualizing inside of mine, like really I did something well. That's why still I'm able to teaching these kinds of subject to my student in good manner. Because being a villager, it's a quite difficult for having the experience
Yes.
related to this field, right? But somehow I did this, okay.
Mm,
And so many people started comparing, between self and me, okay. So I
mm,
have seen, I have noticed by having interaction with the many co-learner, in a conversation, video conversation I have gotten. So whenever I got to know, like, yeah, I did something special for me, so it it feels really amazing. Yeah,
yes. And when you have to teach someone, you have to be good on that. You have to be perfect on it. You can't make any mistakes, because you are not supposed to make any mistake, because being a teacher, you are you are answerable. I'm telling you, you have to
yeah,
give any kind of answer, you have to give any kind of like questions, solution you have to give. You are supposed to do that. So that time I feel okay. So for before teaching student, you have to be very perfect on it. You can't teach them wrong, na? So it's our
yeah,
duty, it's our responsibility. And being a teacher, it's like, I think it's a very very big responsibility, because whatever you are just going to teach, they are just going to get this, and even they are just going to spread that, they are just going to share that. So you can't circulate the wrong thing to them, you know. So I feel that's
yeah,
being a teacher, it's very hard job. And I must tell you that whoever is teaching right now, they are doing a wonderful job, because teaching someone, it's like that means you are spreading the education. You are
yeah,
just making this pillar also, the education pillar for this society. So being a villager, I'm not saying that a villager, nowadays everybody has the same
hmm,
pages, and everybody has like their own like what we can say, status and everything. Okay. But yes, as you said, na, that's village, being a villager, it's very hard tough job, and teaching them, it's like very tough job. So let me know, when you teach them, so do you force them that it's not only you should learn this, as well as you have to speak? Okay, because when we inculcate this kind of things, like in our kid, a single toddler means, so they are just going to get this is very correctly, very very fast. So we can say
yeah,
that toddler and the teenagers and the babies are going to get this language easily, because every time they are just going to listen this. So it will be very easy for them speaking in this language, if we just
yeah.
support little bit. So what do you think, if you just teach some little kids, so do you feel that one day they would speak in English, and you would feel very proud of, like, yes, I have taught them?
Yeah,
Do you
ma'am,
think?
of course. Yeah, actually, whenever I teach anything to my kids of my school, so I ever expectation from them, like one day it must be he must be speak, because with passion, fascinations, with happiness, they going to learn all these things by me. So it's
Hmm.
a proper indication you can consider. Okay.
Yes.
And they must,
Yes.
utilize their time and doing these kinds of activities, apply in their day-to-day life. So yeah, it must be happen. This is certain, I feel.
Yes. Yes, I agree with you. And Chandan, what do you do for enhancing this language, to elevate this language? What do you do? Extra things. It's apart from the speaking. What do you do?
Actually, like as I mentioned you many time, I mentioned in my column, like after having conversation, apart from I used to reading a story, any kinds of a story, and as well as I often try to just visualize myself, like I'm going to give my interview on the stage. You know, I mean
Oh,
sharing my stories and etc. Over the stage around the people. So what way you have to choose, to describing your whole journey of your life and etc. So that way, I used to practice a lot in my initial
oh,
days.
okay. Very good, very
Yeah.
good. And what I do, I always watch those kind of English content, and basically I watch, news. English news.
Hmm.
And I feel that, yeah, it's very wonderful things, because how to speak, I know that. New words, the fancy words, the advanced word, where can you get? It's like only the news. News in news, you can see there are a lot of new vocabs you can see there. So just because of being a greedy person, I just started watching that. So I have a hunger, like, having new words, and let me know the meaning about that, and what's the meaning, because I never heard before this. So I have to find out. So I'm very curious about to know that the new words, even I don't use or not, it's another level matter. But yes, I am very curious about to getting the new words. So I just
Yeah,
explored
ma'am.
these kind of things.
According
And
to me, yeah.
and do you read newspaper? Because it's very useful things for the pronunciation. You should read newspaper, because in newspaper you can get every words, every line, the passive, the active, whatever you want. So newspaper, it's like things where you can speak without taking pauses. Nobody's going to judge you. So I feel that. Do you feel
Yeah,
like
ma'am.
that?
Yeah, of course. I think because you know that people are telling so many incidents in their sentence. So you know they have been getting situation related of so many vocabulary. So they are getting chance, to utilizing
Yes.
that vocabulary in their sentence situationally. So that's why we are having varieties of vocabulary, which is much
Yes.
beneficial for us because they
Beneficial.
have been getting proper situations, right? But we are often talked to a very limited sentence, very
Yes.
limited area. That's why we are having very less vocab. Okay.
Yes.
So that's why extending levels and approaching to the different kinds of matter, it will help you to describing yourself in good manner. Right.
Yes.
And recalling a
Right.
different kinds of vocabulary also. If you're going to
Yes.
discuss so many things.
So many
Right.
things. And when you
Yes, ma'am.
speak another person, now you definitely get something new from there. This is the only another way to learn this language. Something is going to give new words, going to speak new words. So you should catch that. And you should, if you don't know the meaning, you should find out, because when you see that somebody is talking about that vocabs and it's very new for me, I'm very curious. I become very curious. Like, oh wow, this is a fantastic word. I should literally. I just want to know about that. The topic. What is the exact meaning of this? So I'm just like this kind of personality. And let me tell you one thing, that when you speak a story, that time I started visualizing the story also that's going on in my mind right now, and every words are going in my mind. So I feel like that. So do you feel like that when you speak a
Yeah.
story? Do you feel that English is like, started coming like one by one, steps by steps, every sentences is started coming in my mind? Do you feel like that?
Yeah,
So,
ma'am. Okay,
yes.
because by visualizing any story inside of your mind, it will help you to just recalling vocabulary and as well as you are having the scenes also in that
Yes.
stage you are
Yeah.
there. And what are you doing exactly? What kinds of incidents are you having in the story? Because you have to consider as well as you have to frame sentence situationally. Right.
Yes.
Narrating
Yes.
all these things in details. By gradually mentioning all these things in details and inculcate the way you want, right? I articulate all these things in good manner.
Yes.
It's much tough for every people, but you are
Yes.
having the proper time to describing it, framing all these sentence into the good manner, so that it will be much convenient for you. So expressing
Yes.
yourself,
Definitely.
recalling and addressing all these things, according to
Yeah.
me, ma'am.
Definitely.
So yeah, many
Yes.
of
I
time
agree
I
with
used
you.
to visualizing so many story in my initial days, but
And
now
it become
no.
very easy now when you visualize any kind of things. It's become very easy for you. That means you
Yeah,
are speaking whatever you are just seeing in front of you, like whatever you are just looking in front of you. So these the things become very easy for you. So I feel that whenever I speak in English, it was earlier I had to put lot of effort for speaking any kind of words and speaking any kind of sentences. But nowadays it's like I'm very familiar with it. I don't need
yeah,
to push myself. I don't need to put a lot of effort for this. So it's become very natural. So I feel very
yeah.
happy when I speak in English. So these
According
are
to
the
me,
things.
ma'am, yeah, you are right. According to me, ma'am, if you are going to visualizing a story, so at that time your whole attention will be on you, not to
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah.
That's
Yes,
why you
yes.
will be very passionate person. You will be very patient and calm,
Hmm.
and gradually you are doing all these things, which is a really requirement for you.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
That's why.
yes. Definitely. So, Chandan, it was a fantastic conversation, and we had a wonderful topic that in that conversation. You must agree with me. Am I right?
Yeah, 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 of
So,
course.
what did you feel like, after having this conversation?
Yeah, ma'am. Ever, I feel wonderful, mesmerizing. You can consider whenever I have a conversation with you. So you can consider it's a fantabulous.
Okay, it's a very good job, and I think we should be our next version. Every time we should try like that. We should enhance ourselves, not to others. Focus. We should not focus on others, but also in only ourselves. We should
Yeah.
think about. Okay, Chandan. So it was fantastic conversation with you. So next time we will definitely connect again. So let me. Okay. So okay, Chandan. Bye. Take care.
Same here, ma'am.